see that one playing out?
Fury Whyte. So I think because I've seen Fury against Chisora, and like I think Whyte and Chisora got quite a similar style and stature. That I see. I mean, it's going to be a good fight, entertaining fight, but I think because Fury's so much taller and got a long range, it's going to be hard for Dillian Whyte to get in range to throw them body shots, to snatch his body away from him, and that. So, So Dillian needs to be coming forward with that head movement and like trying to get in the inside. And obviously Fury's got the long range, and it'll be like he can dart around in the outside, peppering him with a jab, and of course he can jab with both hands. So that's another thing White's going to have to deal with.
We've seen different
Those are the words of Joe Joyce, as Joe Joyce explains and claims that Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora are similar type fighters, and of course Tyson Fury has beat Derek Chisora twice. So basically what he's saying, it should be a pretty easy fight for Tyson Fury. Of course, Joe Joyce doesn't really talk a lot, talk bad about people, but you can read between the lines. Tyson Fury, like he explained, was able to, catch him with the jab from the outside, and keep Derek Chisora at bay. Derek Chisora had his moments in the fight or whatnot, but it was to no avail, really. And then he did it twice. So he's had his time with Tyson Fury. Now, if that's the case, okay, there's factors that we need to look at. For one, is that true? Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Dillian Whyte likes to bang. When Dillian Whyte fought Derek Chisora, especially the first fight, it was a very emotional fight. The buildup was real nasty, real murky, real dirty. Dillian Whyte got water splashed on him, got a chair threw at him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he fought with emotion, and they went head to head. That's Derek's style anyway, but that's not necessarily Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte will box, but if you fight Dillian Whyte, he will fight you. Okay, so that's how that fight and why that fight happened. But in terms of Tyson Fury fighting Derek Chisora, well, we have to remember now that Tyson Fury is fighting Crunk style. So he might get in there and might want to be more aggressive, okay? So that was a different Fury fighting Chisora those two times versus what's to come now. That's if he decides to keep the same game plan of the Crunk style with Javen Sugar Heel Stewart, okay? So we have to really look at those two type possibilities and what Tyson Fury and how Tyson Fury plans on fighting Dillian Whyte, and then vice versa. How does Dillian Whyte go in there? What is Dillian Whyte going to do when he gets in there with Tyson Fury? Now, mind you, they both have long arms. They both are acquainted with each other. I don't know how many rounds of sparring, but I imagine enough for these guys to know who they are. So if anything, if Dillian Whyte gets into the ring and Tyson Fury decides to switch that style up and jab him from the outside because he doesn't want to get in an exchange with Dillian Whyte, I think Dillian Whyte will be able to handle it. Why? Because he's seen it time and time again. Remember that. He's seen Tyson Fury. He knows Tyson Fury. But does he know the Crunk style? So that may be something that he decides to do. He decides to, hey, throw these punches. Let's get in there and try to knock out Dillian Whyte like he did Wilder those two times. Okay, so if he changes up, that just shows Tyson Fury is adaptable, and it also shows that he has respect for whatever Dillian Whyte possesses, because if the rumors are true, people, that Dillian Whyte put him on his ass a couple times, he knows that Dillian Whyte has the capability and he definitely has the power. So I think he will respect that going in. Don't let Tyson Fury fool you. He's a showman, but he's no fool. Okay, he might be crazy, but he ain't no fool. Okay, but anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Joe Joyce saying that Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora are similar style of fighters. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.